Okay, everybody, so now we have entered the 60th anniversary. 60th? We have now entered the 10th anniversary of Fnaf. 10 whole years of Five Nights at Freddy's. That is bonkers. For anybody that does not know, if it weren't for Fnaf, Five Nights at Freddy's, I would not be where I am today. And let me just explain just for a brief moment. Fnaf helped me to become a game developer because because I saw that Fnaf was made by one person, and I thought, okay, if Fnaf can be made by one person, then surely anybody can make a Fnaf game by themselves, right? So then I got Click Team Fusion, the game engine that Fnaf was made in, and I started experimenting, and then because I learned some things, I made a tutorial channel all about how to do things in Click Team Fusion, made a whole series of Fnaf tutorials, then I ended that. That all happened a very long time ago. Now, I am still obviously a game developer, but I don't use Click Team Fusion anymore. I moved from Click Team Fusion to Unity, then I tried out a little bit of Unreal Engine, and now I'm using the Godot game engine or Godot game engine. Would I use Unity again? Would I use Unreal Engine again? That's a good question. I can't see myself using Unity again because as much as it is for indie developers, it takes so fucking long to even load up. With Godot, it doesn't really take that much time at all. And with Unreal Engine, it takes a bit longer than even Unity to load up, so I don't know about that, Sonny Jim. But anyway, if it weren't for Fnaf existing, I probably would have still become a game developer, but it would have taken me a lot longer to get there. So honestly, I really do have to thank Fnaf for helping me get to where I am today. But also, my channel did kind of peak back in 2015, 2016, 2017, because I was playing a lot of Fnaf, and my channel did get some growth, some attention, and then it kind of died down, I think, past 2018, past 2019, which, like, I'm not complaining about in the slightest, because, you know, things don't always stay the same all the time, and if it did, then it would become a bit boring as well. And I didn't want to make my channel completely about Fnaf all the time, because if I did that, I would be insane. I mean, okay, you have Fnaf YouTubers who dedicate their entire channel to Fnaf, and I praise them for having that mentality. I could never have that mentality, but I am still grateful for the growth and for the attention that I did receive throughout those years. And sometimes I do sort of look back on it and think, should I play more Fnaf to maybe get just a little bit more of that attention maybe? But obviously I don't actually pursue that thought entirely, because I still want to keep my channel me. And what me is, it's variety, and well, it's mostly variety, but it's also just mostly just me kind of just doing what I want, and if people want to stick around for that, then awesome. But anyway, the whole point of this video, I didn't even get to the point of this video, and you're probably just here wondering, what is the point of this video anyway? Well, the point of this video is whilst this is like just sort of celebrating 10 years of Fnaf, I want to not react, because reacting to something requires you not seeing or watching that thing before. So you're sort of, well, technically reacting would be, you're watching something and you're reacting how you felt, or what your reaction, how you acted when you watched it. That's what react means. You're reacting it. But I'm not gonna be reacting to whatever I'm gonna be reacting to. Instead, I'm just gonna be watching through these videos and talk a little bit about, one, the videos, and two, the games as well. So here we have Five Nights at Freddy's. Just there by itself, Five Nights at Freddy's. Not even trailer, not even intro, like none of that. Just Five Nights at Freddy's. So this is just 30, well, just over 30 seconds. Well, it's not even a trailer, it's more like a teaser trailer. But you know what, let's just go ahead and watch it, shall we? During the day is a peace, place of joy. But you aren't here during the day. You're here during the night. You have the night watch. Limited power. Limited visibility. Limited time. Five Nights at Freddy's. So that is literally just it of the video. Very, very short, in fact. And I would just like to say that with the whole like animatronics moving over here, it's just, I don't know. I mean, obviously, Scott caught on his other alias, if you will. Maybe like, well, I can't really say alter ego, because alter ego would mean like another version of himself. But it's not really another version of himself. It's just another name that he has. Anim Dude. That's what he went by before. He just went by Scott Cawthon. I always thought that he's just like a modeler and a coder, and I guess, well, not really a coder, a programmer, sorry. I never really thought of him as an animation guy, but with those animations, to be fair, it is kind of clear as day. It's so interesting how he did all of those animations. I mean, is it accurate to actual animatronics? Maybe? I don't know. Like, the only animatronics that you can really relate this to is Chuck E. Cheese animatronics. And those ones were sometimes a bit, can't really say glitchy? I mean, these ones weren't really glitchy. What's the word? Clunky, that's it, clunky, yeah. They weren't so much as clunky, but they were sort of moving around. But then again, they did have a lot of, puppetry. So, could you really call them animatronics if they're like puppets? Because animatronic, what does animatronic even mean? Animatronic, actually, yeah, what does it even mean? Of relating to or being a puppet or a similar figure that is animated by means of electromechanical device. So, okay. Yeah, okay, so I wasn't wrong then. They're just puppets, but called animatronics. It's so interesting how they are now synonymous, or those characters are now synonymous within the realm of being claimed as, being identified as animatronics, not puppets. The only one that's identified as a puppet is, well, the puppet. But yeah, the rest of this, actually, there's nothing really I can talk. Oh, actually. I wish we could have gotten Bonnie actually running down the corridor. Then again, I was gonna say we kind of have that in the new FNAF in real time demo, but you don't even have Bonnie running down the hallway. You have him just walking down with his guitar, not even running, so it's not even accurate. But anyway, here we have Five Nights at Freddy's 2 trailer. Not teaser trailer, trailer. So let's go ahead and watch this.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
You know what? Apart from recently when I played Death Stranding, this was like the first time I've ever heard of that song, London Bridge is Falling Down. I had no idea what it, when I first watched this, I had no idea what that even meant. What does London Bridge is Falling Down, what does that even mean? Is that just like some nice music that went with this trailer, or did it actually have like a hidden meaning? But you know what, back then, I was sort of like, I had the notion of being into the lore just a little bit. I can't remember if I was like invested at this point. I can't remember, it was so long ago. Well, 9 years to be exact, actually.
Hello.
That famous hello. That, you know what, that's been etched into my brain. That has been living rent-free in my mind for this long. It's insane. It's iconic.
Well, if you're hearing this, then chances are you've made a very poor career choice.
Boring career choice. Well, you know what, I thought he was gonna say you've made a very concerning career choice, but no, just a boring, because you know, who would want to, you know, spend the night looking at cameras anyway? Who would want to do that? I mean, if it's like a lot of pay, then maybe, but who would really want to do that, huh? Who? Forgotten. Dismantled. This music just slaps though. Deactivated. Look at the 4x3 screen. I mean, we all know that every single person played it widescreen, and not one single person played it 4x3 the way it was meant to be played. I mean, look at how many cameras, yo! I mean, actually, that's definitely more cameras than the first game, right? I definitely know my Fnaf games. Redesigned. Reactivated. Malfunction. Oh god. That was pretty scary. And 0 doors. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 Electric Boogaloo. You know what? With FNAF 1, it was, well, 1, it was the start of it all, but 2, it just had that fear. That fear of not knowing what would happen. And just that sort of dread. It was amazing. Even with Golden Freddy, even with these sort of flashes on the screen, it was just great. Then we come to FNAF 2. It was mostly action. There was, you know, some tense parts. Obviously, it was stressful, of course, but it was less tense and more stressed because of, you know, trying to manage like how many 10 animatronics. That's just insane. FNAF 2 is definitely one of my least favorites. Then again, FNAF 2 did introduce the whole like mini games in the lore. But then again, I never really liked FNAF 2 for that, because I don't like how you have to die to get the lore. I'd rather you, I don't know, look around, explore in the sort of office, or click on something at random and it gives you a piece of lore. Not you die and you get lore. Like, why? I don't understand why that was the case. I understand that to die is not really failing, because every time you die you sort of learn how to play the game, so it's like trial and error. So when you die you're not actually failing. But I think how you deliver the death sequence, that's how you sort of feel like you're failing, even though you're not actually failing. And I think that's why I don't really like much of Fnaf, because a lot of Fnaf games have like, well, okay, there are some Fnaf games where if you die, you do sort of progress, or if you die, you get something that's worth dying in a way. But yeah, FNAF 2 is definitely not my favourite one. My favourite FNAF game... Good question. That is a very good question. I don't actually know what my favourite FNAF game is. In terms of how it delivered the story, the lore, I kind of don't really like saying lore, because it reminds me of MatPat, Game Theory, and Hello Neighbor, and if you know about that, you know about that. If you don't know about that, you're kind of better off not knowing about that, I guess. But personally, I don't really like saying lore, because the whole well, the word lore, I think, is just like internet slang for backstory, I think, or like learning the story through hidden messages or hints. So it's not like directly given to you through the story, but you have to like look through it yourself. I think that's what lore is, right? And I've never really been a fan of lore, I don't think. I mean, I respect people who do like lore, of course. But me, I think I would need to get invested into a game before I can sort of care about the lore. Because if I'm just like fed the lore and I'm not like invested in the game, I'm just not gonna care about the lore at all. Because why should I care if I'm not? Why should I care about the game if it doesn't give me anything to care about? You know? So where was I going with that? Oh yes, so FNAF 2 kind of introduced a bit more of the lore. I mean, there was already lore in FNAF 1, but FNAF 2 introduced sort of the building blocks or the progression of the lore. Like it's like with FNAF 1, you're not quite sure if it's gonna take off, because of course before FNAF 1, Scott Cawthon was really struggling with his sort of career in game development. That like, if FNAF wasn't the one, then he would quit game development completely. But yeah, I don't think he was even sure if FNAF 1 would take off. So he was like, oh, I'm gonna place some things here and there, like in the cameras throughout the game. Like, maybe something might happen, maybe not. But since it did, he thought, okay. People have noticed this, so I'm just gonna place something a little bit more hinty in the second game. And yeah, that's where the minigames come into place. So here we have Five Nights at Freddy's 3 teaser trailer, not trailer, but teaser trailer. So let's have a watchy. I think I remember watching this for the first time, and this sort of cutscene here with the background sound really just sort of, gave me goosebumps. You know what, I think I tried to recreate this, the walls and the paintings. I think I tried to recreate that, but that never went anywhere, of course. he will come back. The amount of times he came back. Dude, these cutscenes look so great though, like what the heck? He always does, yo. He always does. Okay, I may not be much of a FNAF fan as other people are, but it's still funny to me. And Bonnie looking at us, hell yeah. We have a place for him. Dang, look at him struggling to be in that suit. The lamest jump scare I've ever seen in my entire life. I swear to God, how did Scott Cawthon muddle up that jump scare? How? Every other jump scare, except from some of the jump scares from, well, actually most of the jump scares from, well, no. Yeah, some of the jump scares from FNAF 2, because some of them were just, you know, PNGs zoomed in, and yeah, that was a bit lazy. But the jump scares from FNAF 1 were like, you know, they had effort into it. And then you had this. I mean, you know, it's still animated and stuff like that, not PNG, but still. How did you muddle that up, Scott? How? But anyway, yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Only one animatronic, there are a bunch of phantoms. Even though it's a bunch, it's only like 4. There's Freddy, Puppet, Balloon Boy, Chica, Bonnie? Oh wait, Balloon Boy, yes. Did I already say Balloon Boy? I can't remember. I can't remember what I said. But I assume it's like 4 or 5 anyway. So yeah, 4 or 5 phantom animatronics who don't actually kill you, but just sort of distract you. That's the word I was looking for. Distract you, because you know, tampering with the audio, tampering with the sound. Audio and the sounds are the same thing, doofus. Tampering with the video, though to be fair, that's not the animatronic's fault, it just goes off by itself anyway. But tampering with the alarm, I think? I've not played FNAF 3 in a while. That's why later on, in the live stream later on, I will be playing through FNAF 3 once again. I'll be playing through all of them actually, except the original 4. I mean, not every single one of them. No. God no, Jesus Christ. Now with FNAF 3, it's a very difficult one to talk about, because even though there's only one animatronic, it was still pretty difficult. I mean, it had the alien isolation type audio system, so you place an audio somewhere and the animatronic will either follow it or ignore it. So yeah, the animatronic is kind of smart in a way. Kinda. But I kinda did like FNAF 3 because it only had one animatronic and it was still a bit tense. Though it's a hard one to discuss. I mean, I think FNAF 3, I think the reason why I liked FNAF 3 more is because the minigames obviously were not given to you through deaths. The minigames were given to you either by clicking on things in the cameras like I was just mentioning, or by completing the night, which was really nice. See, like, progression not through death, like, at least he learned at that point. But obviously we all thought that it was going to be the end, at the end of FNAF 3. But here we have Five Nights at Freddy's 4 trailer. I just realised my audio wasn't even up then. Shit. Anyway, what is it that you think you see? Honestly, I think this is, well, this and Sister Location trailer are both my favourite FNAF trailers. The other ones are alright. But this one and Sister Location are both just my favourite trailers. I love them so much. The bell chiming. What game do you think you are playing? I love these sort of questions that make you question what you're playing. You know what? I think this is one of the games that sort of inspired me to be a game developer, or like develop the games that I like to develop, because my mindset when I want to develop a game is I want to make something that sort of makes the players question what they're playing, but I don't want them to be confused. I just want them to like be surprised or question like, what is this that I'm playing? Like, it's so weird, it's so strange, it's so unique. That's the sort of experience I want to create, and I want people to sort of react like that. Not obviously, not everyone's going to react like that, but that's the sort of experience that I try to create in the games that I hopefully make in the future. What have you brought home? Close the doors. Check the closet. Watch your back. This transition. This. You know what? I love that logo. I don't know if that's just, if FNAF had a logo. Actually, does it have a logo? I don't actually know. Actually, no, it might do. I have no idea. But if FNAF 4 had a logo, it better be that, because if it's not that, then something's clearly wrong. But yeah, FNAF 4 trailer, loved it. Now, FNAF 4 is both my... I both love the game, but also hate the game as well. I have a very strong love-hate relationship with FNAF 4, and the only reason why is because, well, I love it because it's so atmospheric. It's like atmospheric and scary, because you have to like listen out for these things like audio cues. I hate it because of how much you have to listen for these audio cues, and the jump scare. Oh my god, the jump scare. The jump scare is so loud. Because you have to... I need to lower your volume. Because you have to bring up your volume just to hear the breathing at the door. And then you are greeted with a jump scare. Pure nightmare fuel. In terms of the story, the lore, yeah, obviously it created the Markiplier meme. Or, was that the bite of 87? And I think with this game, I think I started to kind of get invested in the lore a bit, I think. Because I think after this game, I did sort of, well, not exactly replay the other games, because it was a struggle to replay them at the time because of my computer. But I did watch other people play the other games, and the way that they talked about the lore, it was kind of intriguing at the time. I can't remember how invested I was at the time, but it was kind of intriguing. But then, obviously, after FNAF 4, we got Sister Location. I mean, we thought Final Fantasy 4 would be the final chapter. I mean, it literally told us it would be the final chapter. But now, of course, we got Sister Location afterwards. So here we go with Sister Location trailer 1, and yet there was never even a trailer 2. Okay. You know, that's something that I like. sort of reflecting on the past and sort of, yeah, sort of going forwards. I don't know why, I like that. Terror. And here, we legit thought it was going to be like full free roam, or like, no, we thought it was going to be partial free roam, because of course it's still made in Click Team and you can't really do full free roam in Click Team. I don't know if you can do it now, but you certainly couldn't do it back then, of course. Even with that event, yeah, we thought it was going to be like partial free roam. And to be fair, we technically weren't wrong that it was kind of partial free roam in a way. But anyway, yeah. Goodness me, look at how shiny those animatronics are. Look at how shiny they are. That is insane. Deep below ground. Oh my god, I hate Ballora. You know what? Ballora. This is actually something that I really did not like. No, not Ballora, but her area, we had to sort of avoid her, and you go into the breaker room with Funtime Freddy, Bonnie, Freddy, I can't remember which one. Yeah, Funtime Freddy, and you get jump scared by Funtime Freddy. You don't have a checkpoint after Ballora. Yeah, you have a checkpoint before Ballora, so you have to go back through Ballora and go back through into the breaker room. So yeah, I really didn't like the area. My memories sleep. Anger is restless. I love that finger movement, which definitely does not sound weird in any sort of way, shape or form. Anyway, and secrets don't keep. This, hell yes. That is what you call a show. That was kind of nightmare fuel. So that has been all of the trailers for Five Nights at Freddy's. Actually, is there a trailer for there is no trailer for Fnaf World. Dang. Fnaf World is definitely a game that I would like to revisit in the future, because I only played it like a couple times and I didn't really play it that much. I want to either record it all in one go, not all in one go, but I want to make like one whole video of it. But at the same time, do I want to do that? I don't know just yet. But anyway, sister location. I think that was the first ever time that I kind of sort of peaked a little bit with my channel, because I was playing through all of that. I don't remember how much I went with that, because I know that I got really frustrated with the little Bonnie puppet thing, and I hated that part. I don't even remember if I even did night 4 with the whole like spring lock things. I do not remember. One thing I know for sure is that I will not be playing that game again. Ever again. But anyway, I hope that this video has been somewhat decent, entertaining, you know, somewhere along those lines. If you did enjoy the video, please do leave a like, and I hope, well, I'm pretty sure I'll be streaming later on anyway, but I hope that everything goes according to plan, and nothing breaks or goes down or whatever. And I just want to say, happy birthday, Fnaf, or happy 10 years. I know that I already said that at the beginning of the video, but happy 10 years. It's crazy how fast time has gone by, how much we have all grown up with Fnaf. I was such a sort of an itty bitty kid back then who didn't have a fully realized or developed mind. Like, I was still figuring out myself and stuff like that. But now I would say I'm pretty confident with myself. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty confident in myself to the point that I am live streaming again. Because I remember I didn't do that for like a whole entire year because I just kept thinking, oh, what if nobody chats with me, or like nobody watches my stream? Like, what am I gonna do? But then I just thought, I mean, one of my friends who's a YouTuber, they stream quite a lot, and the way that they stream is very chill, and it just made me think, you know what? Okay, screw it. It doesn't matter if people like come to my stream or not. Like, I'm gonna stream what I want to stream. If people want to come by and say hi, chat, whatever, completely up to them. I'm still gonna stream no matter what. That has always been my mindset. Well, that's been my mindset nowadays, which has made it easier to stream again. But anyway, it's almost been like an hour actually. I did not realise I'd be recording for this long. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have all enjoyed, and I shall see you, I guess, later on. See you later, everybody.